Hey guys, how you doing? Jess here to talk to you about your Road Warriors programming for this Sunday. What we have on tap for today, we're going to start with some DROMs of your choice, kind of like how we've normally started a group class, so maybe just some palms down. Obviously something for the lower body, so I'd suggest some hip circles, few in each direction. Some leg swings, both forward and back, but then also laterally across the body here. Feel free to use a wall, use a tree, whatever you might have to kind of, if you need some support for those lateral leg swings. You could even do some standing, kind of alternating toe touches. That works as well. So just something to start to get loose, get the kinks out. Then for your warm up today, 2 rounds of 10 air squats, 5 to 10 push-ups, and 15 hollow rocks. So just a little bit of basic body weight movements for the squats. Feet about shoulder width apart, toes can be slightly turned out, and then you're looking for your hips to go back, knees go out, hit the bottom of your squat, and then stand, right? So you guys know the air squat, nothing fancy here. Knees go out, full squat, and stand. So 10 of those, 5 to 10 push-ups for the push-up position, starting in a tall plank position here. Then coming all the way down till your chest touches and coming up in one straight line. If you need to modify, definitely drop to the knee. We're just starting to get warm and get loose, get some blood flowing. So no need to crush it on your push-ups. It's not Murph prep yet, or maybe it is. And then finally, we're going into 15 hollow rocks. So getting your abs on, ready for your longer run today. We're going to start in the hollow body position, and then from here, you can rock back and forth. You can always modify by bringing arms out, maybe one leg in, one leg out, a tuck rock, or you can just hold a tuck position or a hollow position for about 20 seconds. So your choice on that. That is, again, just 2 rounds of that. Once you've done some basic D-rounds, 2 rounds of 10 squats, 5 to 10 push-ups, and 15 hollow rocks. Your running work for today, we've got a 5-mile run. So it's actually the same distance that we did last week. So not adding any more volume to your run today, but my goal with your run is to stick with your nasal breathing, but see if you might be able to go just a hair faster than what you did last week. Use a tracker of choice, or if not, run for about 45 to 50 minutes. So if you ran 45, 50 minutes last week, then try to run the same. Maybe you're going a little bit further. Stick with your nasal breath. Mouth closed, only breathing in and out through your nose. And you might actually, if you are wearing your covering, which ideally you guys are around your nose, that you kind of help limit that. It might force you to slow down a little bit. That's absolutely fine. Know that you're still building capacity, lung capacity, by doing that nasal breathing. So it's okay. It's okay. And it might feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's honestly part of it. 5 miles total run today for your running work. When you're done with that, we're going to just take that into a 3-minute walk, start to slow down your heart rate, and then we'll go into a little mobility, a little stretching afterwards. First, we've got our world's greatest stretch. So from the top of a push-up position, so you can see me, I'll bring one foot forward, outside, then I'll bring that same elbow in towards that instep, and then rotating out. Alternating back and forth between those two positions. If I'm feeling a little bit shaky, I can totally let that back knee drop down to give me a little bit more support. So we'll do, say, 5 to 10 maybe on one side, and then 5 to 10 on the other. When we're done with that, we'll take it into the runner's stretch. So here, from this bottom of a lunge position, I'm just going to sink myself back, start to straighten out that front leg, and maybe even point that toe towards me. So what I want to try to do, though, and you might have to adjust this front foot to bring it more forward, I might have to keep that knee bent depending on how tight your hamstrings are. That's totally fine. But maybe over time you're working to straighten it out a little bit, and again, try to point that toe towards you. Then from here, you can kind of take a breath in, to extend through the chest, maybe flatten out your back, and then as you exhale, try to roll and curl down, trying to get your forehead closer to your knee. I'd like to keep hips fairly high here instead of just sinking all the way back. So try to keep hips high. It gets you a little bit more stretch through that side. Maybe about 2 minutes on, anywhere from 90 seconds to 2 minutes on one leg, depending on how much you can take, and then you'll switch. You can also floss in and out of this. So from this extended position, give yourself a break, stretch it out, and then come back. Once we're done with that, we'll finish out with pigeon pose, which I believe we did earlier this week too. So kind of a setup position. You can start from the top. You can bring one leg up and then bring that knee up towards that same side wrist and then sink back. So depending on where you're at, kind of get into this little pigeon pose here. You might be able to come down to your forearms or all the way down, your choice. And feel free to find what you need there, right? There's no specific way. Every body is different. So move around, find maybe any sticky spots, and then once you've found something, try to sit there for just a bit, anywhere from 90 seconds to 2 minutes each side. Again, depending on how your body feels and how much you can actually take. So that's your work for this Sunday. Preview, next Sunday, we are going to be retesting your 5K, so 3.1 miles next Sunday. Fingers crossed, weather is good. Weather is beautiful, going to be beautiful this Sunday today. So hopefully you get out there and enjoy it. As I've been saying, be smart about when and where you run. Try to avoid the highly populated areas and the peak hours. So good luck, have fun, stay safe, and check in with me in the comments or tag me on Instagram. All right, thanks guys.